Heading out from Frisco at about 5:30, slightly earlier start this morning. Next will be Breckenridge, where I'm going to look to try and restock on a few provisions for the day, grab some breakfast, and then hit Boreas Pass, which will be the first big climb of the day. As for where today takes me, I'm hoping for a big day today. I need to hope for big days most days now. Hoping we get to somewhere around Poncha Springs or Salida. We shall see. Whew. I was warned not to miss this one. Woo. Oh, this headwind is not messing around. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Bit more gloominess up ahead as I head into the last few kilometers before Hartsel. It's been a tough morning. Long climb, difficult descent, major headwinds. Looking forward to finding a cafe and getting some lunch. Heading down from what I believe is the last climb ahead of Salida. 17 kilometers into town now. Once I'm there, I'm going to take a look at accommodation options, whether I camp or a hotel, and where I'm going to get some food. Oh, and right on cue, my Garmin tells me I've got another 700 meter climb coming up. Incredible. Hi fella. Tour Divide day 18. Headed out from the outskirts of Salida at about 5:30 this morning. Just rolled through Poncha Springs and now starting the climb up Marshall Pass, which is one of the longest climbs of the tour. One of the tallest, but not the tallest. In fact, I think Boreas Pass was higher yesterday. For now I'm on road, but soon I'll be turning off onto dirt roads. Unclear how far I'll be able to go today. After Marshall Pass there's a long descent to Sargent's and then a couple of other passes before Del Norte. Not sure if I'll make it there. It's a long hike. We'll see how the day goes. Slow going this morning. It's about 7:30 now, so I've been on the road for about 2 hours. I'm about a quarter of the way into the Marshall Pass climb. Also done about a quarter of the elevation. Nothing too challenging so far, just a long slow grind. So it's going to take a while. Lovely views from this long slow climb. Lots of time to get absorbed in your own thoughts up here. It's now been more than 3 days since I last saw a southbound rider. Brush Mountain Lodge was the last time. Woke up in the bunkhouse there, left while everyone else was asleep, and that was it. Haven't seen anyone since. This climb's going to be a long one. Sure is picturesque. Across the valley there is the part of the trail I came up earlier. So, not a steep incline, just a long one. Ooh, it's hot out here today. It was chilly in the shade, but as soon as the sun came up, ooh, happily we're up at altitude, so it's not as roasting as it was in the basin or the desert, but still getting pretty warm. Not the worst place to camp. Halfway up a mountain pass on a lake. Made it to the top of Marshall Pass. Nearly 11,000 feet. It's about 10:20 now, so took nearly 5 hours of non-stop climbing from Salida to make it up here. But what a view. So nice riding through dust clouds from cars. So it's actually cold enough on this descent that I just stopped and put on my rain jacket and my leg warmers just to fend off the wind and the chill. Just in a little midpoint in the descent here. I'm doing a little bit of climbing. One of the things I've noticed repeatedly is that at the end of a long descent, my legs are almost always completely shattered. You use them as shock absorbers all the way down, and at the time you don't notice how much it takes out of them. But as soon as you start to pedal again, oh boy, do you feel it. This descent down Marshall's Pass, it's actually not that fast compared to some others. For one thing, there's a lot of traffic, so I'm being very cautious in how I'm using the road, and I'm not taking corners tight, especially blind corners. For another, the road surface is really loose, and I don't trust my traction on them, especially when there's big drops. So it's certainly not slow, but it's far from being up there with the faster descents of the tour. Absolutely stunning though. Look at this. Looking a little bit dramatic up here. This is gonna suck. And a headwind too. You're wrong, but it looks like a whole bunch of pelicans over there. Made it to the top of Carnero Pass. Started the day with a big climb, ending the day with a big climb just as the sun's going down over the hills. Whew! Now, about 5 kilometers down to the campground, and then I'm passing out for the night.